Good morning and Sairam to all. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, in this video, we are going to start our second chapter of physics. We have completed our first chapter, that was motion, before our periodic test. In this video, we are going to start our new chapter. And what is our chapter name? Our chapter name is Force and Law of Motion. What is our chapter name? Our chapter name is Force and Law of Motion. Let us start. Okay. Topics to be covered in this video are definition of force, effects of force, and balanced and unbalanced force. What we are going to cover? We are going to cover definition of force, effects of force, balanced and unbalanced force. So, let us start. Okay. What do you mean by force? Understand this by one activity. At your home, if you want to open a door, what you will do? What you will do? You will push it. Okay. And if you want to close a door, what you will do? You will pull it with the help of handle. So, here, if you want, here in this activity, a work done by pushing or pulling. And this pushing or pulling is known as your force. What it indicates? It indicates that a push or a pull of a body is called force. Clear? That means a push or a pull of a body is called force. Here, there is a definition over here. A push or a pull of a body is called force. Next point. The direction in which body is pulled. The direction in which a body is pulled or pushed is known as direction of force. Clear? Is known as direction of force. Force is a vector quantity. Force is a vector quantity. I told you in first chapter, what do you mean by vector quantity? Vector quantity are those quantity in which you consider both. That means in which you consider magnitude as well as direction. You will consider magnitude as well as direction. So in force you are considering both magnitude as well as direction. So if this is a box, okay, if you will apply force from here, that means this box will shift this side. It will not shift this side because you are applying force from here, and this force act only on this side. Clear? So the direction in which a body is pulled or pushed is known as direction of force. Clear? If this box is here and this is shifting this side, that means what is the direction of force? The direction of the force is right hand side because this box is shifting here. Clear? Shall we move? What are the example of forces? See, we are doing lots of activity in which force are involved, like pulling, pushing, lifting, stretching, squeezing. All these type of work required force. So these all are the example of forces. What are the example of force? Pulling, pushing, lifting, squeezing, stretching. These all are the example of force. Here, I think with this definition of force is very clear to you. I am reading once more. Listen carefully. What do you mean by force? A force is a pull or push activity. Basically, your force is a pull or push activity. And what we have done? We have done direction of force, in which you are pulling or pushing an object is known as direction of force. Is known as direction of force. Example: lifting, squeezing, stretching. These all are the example of force. Shall we move next one? Effects of force. Now, if you are applying force on any object, definitely it will show some effects. And these effects are I will once read, okay, then I will explain the example. First one, a force can move a stationary object. A force can move a stationary object. Second, a force can stop a moving body. Second, a force can stop a moving body. Third one, a force can change the speed of the body. A force can change a speed of a body. Fourth one, a force can change the direction of the body. A force can change the direction of the body. Fifth one, a force can change the shape of the body. A force can change a shape of the body. We have done 5 effects of forces. Shall we start one by one with example? A force can move a stationary object. What do you mean by stationary object? I told you this earlier. Stationary body means if a body is at rest. Stationary body or object means if a body is at rest, you can say that body is an stationary body. Clear? So if a body is at rest and if you want to move that body, for example, this is a box. Okay, this box is at rest. If you want to shift this box towards this side, what you will do? You will apply force from here. And if you will apply force from this side, this box will start moving this side. That means if you are applying force to any stationary object, if you will apply force to any stationary object, the body will start moving. Clear? Now, a force can stop a moving body. A force can stop a moving body. First one is a force can move a stationary object. So first one is a force can move a stationary object. Take one more example. If football is here, okay, and a footballer kick this football, what will happen? This ball will start moving. Clear? This ball will start moving. So with this we can say that if this footballer apply force to this football with the help of their leg, this ball will start moving. So with this we can say that this stationary object, and in this case which is a stationary object? A football is a stationary object. And who is applying the force? This footballer applying the force to the football. And what will happen to football? From the stationary state it will start moving. It will come under motion. Clear? Now second one, a force can stop a moving body. Goalkeeper is standing over here. Clear? Then when this footballer kick the football, what will happen? The ball will start in motion and this footballer will try to do goal, and this goalkeeper will try to stop that football. So what he will do? He will apply force to stop this football. So with this we can say that a force can stop a moving body. I think with this both point is clear to you. With this we can say that if we apply force to a stationary object, it will start moving. And second, if we will apply force to a moving body, it will stop it. Clear? Now third one, a force can change the speed of the body. A force can change the speed of the body. That means if we will apply force to any body, it will change the speed. For example, this is a bicycle, okay? If a person push this bicycle from behind, what will happen? The speed of bicycle will increase. The speed of bicycle will increase. You can do this activity at home. Clear? If you will push the bicycle from the behind, the speed of the bicycle will increase. With this you can say that a force can change the speed of the body. Instead of pushing, if you will pull the bicycle, instead of pushing, if you will pull the bicycle, what will happen to the speed? The speed will decrease. The speed will decrease. So with this, you can say that with the help of force, you can change the speed. Either it will increase or it will decrease. Clear? Fourth one, a force can change the direction of the body. A force can change the direction of the body. Are you all playing tennis? Clear? If ball will come when that player will hit the ball with the tennis, what will happen? The direction of the ball will change. The direction of the ball will change. With this, we can say that a force can change the direction of the body. A force can change the direction of the body. Now, last one. A force can change the shape of the body. A force can change a shape of the body. For example, if you will take a rubber band. If you will take a rubber band and if you will stretch it. The shape of the rubber band has changed. Yes, the shape of the rubber band has changed. So with this, you can say that if you will apply force to the object, you can change the shape of the object. So what 5 effects we have done? We have done that force can change the shape of the object, force can change the speed of the object, force can produce motion in a stationary body, force can stop a moving body, and force can change the direction of the object. Clear? Now move to next one. Balanced force and unbalanced. There are two types of force. One is balanced and one is unbalanced. First we will do balanced force. What do you mean by balance? Balance means from all the sides a force will act in equal amount. Clear? If a force will acting on a body, it is not compulsory that only one type of force will act. Different types of force will act on that body. Clear? Now, if all forces are equal, if all the forces acting on a body is equal, that time that body will not move if it is present at a stationary state. Clear? If it is present at a stationary state. Now, if we will apply unequal force, then it will start moving, or either if it is already moving, it will stop, or you can say that it can change the speed. Clear? And that type force is known as your unbalanced force. So what is the definition of balanced force? If the resultant of all the forces acting on a body is 0, then force is called a balanced force. For example, this heavy box kept over here, 4 different type of force are acting on it. That means if force reaction exerted by the ground is 5 Newton, force of gravity is 5 Newton, force of push is 5 Newton, force of friction is also 5 Newton. I told you that force is a vector quantity. If force of push is positive, so force of friction will be minus. It will negative. If force of exert by ground is positive, then force of gravity will be negative. So this 5 will cancel this 5, this 5 will cancel with this 5. So your force is 0. That means if it is 0, that means no force is acting on it. So this box will not remove. It will not remove this side. It will not move this side or that side. Clear? If a number of balanced force act on a stationary body, the body continues to remain in its stationary position. If a balanced force acting on any stationary body, it will remain at a stationary state. I told you this earlier. It will not start moving. And if a number of balanced force act on a moving body, it will move in a uniform motion. Speed will not either change, either increase or decrease. Neither increase nor decrease. It will remain same. Second, though balanced force cannot produce motion in a stationary body or stop moving body. That means if you are applying balanced force, so you can't stop a moving body, and if you are applying balanced force, you can't move a stationary object. This point is very clear to you. It is very easy. If you are applying balanced force to any object, it will not start moving if it is at stationary state, and if it is at stationary state, it will not start if it is moving, it will not stop, it will not stop, and you can't change the speed of the object by applying balanced force. Clear? Now next one, unbalanced force. It is just reverse of balanced force. If the resultant of all the forces acting on a body is not zero, if the resultant force is zero, then it is balanced force. If the resultant force is not zero, then it is unbalanced force. Unbalanced force can move a stationary object, and it can stop a moving object, or it can change the speed of an object. Clear? Now I'm reading once more. If the resultant of all the forces acting on a body is not zero, that time that force is known as your unbalanced force. Unbalanced force can move a stationary object, or it can stop a moving body. Third one, a balanced force can change the speed of the body or direction of the body. Clear? For example, this is a toy car. Okay, if the force of friction is equal to the force of our push, then this car will not move. That means whatever force you are applying, it should be more than the opposite force. Clear? So to move a stationary object, we have to push it. What you have to push it with a greater force, opposing force of friction. I told you this. If you want to move any object, that time your force should be greater than to the opposite force. If both forces are equal, then that time your body will not move, or it will not stop. Clear? For moving, for stopping, you have to apply greater force other than the opposing force. So if we release suitcase from our hand, then the unbalanced force of gravity act on it, and it is fall on the ground. See, if you are holding a suitcase, for example, this is a purse. Okay, if I'm holding this purse and if I will release it, what will happen? The force of gravity attract this purse, and that force is more as compared to my force of holding. Clear? So it will fall down. Clear to you? For unbalanced force, you have to apply unequal forces. You have to apply greater force as compared to your opposite forces. Clear? So in this video, we have covered definition of force, effects of force, balance and unbalanced force. See, these activities are very simple. These activities you can perform at your home. For example, effects of forces. So you can do many activities related to that, and you can observe all the things. Clear? Thank you and Sairam.